Get a little too comfy wearing a dog suit, all my fellow future outlaws. This is his card game versus humanity, and I am that NAKAK double G. Here with that weekly recap that you know you can't live without, but I'm sorry to say, yes, we're still playing with dice for 2 more episodes. I promise it wasn't my decision. So of course, if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like. Hit up that Patreon if you want to see some more content. And leave a comment telling me if by the end of this episode you would dare look up Joey Wheeler dog costume in Rule 34. Some of you already have, haven't you? But enough about that, let's head back to our duel. I mean Dungeons and Dragons game, shall we? But wait, what's that? We didn't add a recap again for some reason to the only non-card related duel in this series? Yeah, let's just have these kids that are watching on a TV outside of the card shop explain what's going on instead. Then let's have these cheerleaders beat the shit out of Joey for not performing properly in the last episode.
Boy, bad dog!
Bad dog! That's right. Hey, and Tristan hate how the cheerleaders are treating Joey, so naturally they just sit there and watch. Before going on to explain a bit more about the current situation going on, because the writers knew that this episode would not have enough meaningful dialogue to fill it.
Yes, sirree!
I'm not housebreaking him.
Let's all just take a step back and realize how fucked up this situation would be if Joey was a girl. 4 minutes in and it's finally Yugi's first turn of the episode, rolling 2 magic crests that apparently have a 2x multiplier on them, allowing him to use the Thunderball's secret ability. Man, it's sure a good thing that he has this help screen to help him out that was never once talked about or mentioned in the last episode whatsoever. Much like Hurricane Ian barreling towards Florida, Yugi proves his hatreds of lizards and other swamp-like creatures by commanding the warrior wheel to destroy the blast lizard and the gator dragon and all in one fell swoop. Oh fuck, it's Grandpa that has arrived at the new game shop that he never said he'd visit, and why is he crawling on the ground? Like really, just think what you would ask yourself if you were one of those kids and you looked down and there was a weird old man crawling around all of you.
Oh, marvelous, splendid, beautiful, even what I wouldn't give for a TV of this size.
Yeah, it's definitely the size of the TV that you are admiring. Jesus Christ, 80% of the characters on the show are gonna have a run-in with Chris Hansen. Finally back to Duke's turn, he tells Yugi not to get too confident as he is the inventor of this game. Something that would normally intimidate most opponents, but Yugi basically just says, so what bitch, so did Pegasus, and I kicked his old ass. It's Duke's turn, and he honestly just rolls nothing and saves his crest for later. Massively exciting. We're back to Yugi's turn, and he rolls another level 2 monster, the Knight of Twin Swords, but unfortunately it is out of bounds and it's not able to interact with anything.
If you're gonna learn how to obey our command.
You may not know it, but this is secretly the lifestyle that Joey wanted all along. Duke is getting very scared that Yugi is learning too much from the help scream that was definitely not there on the last episode. Rolling Summoning Crest, he brings Battle Locks to the field as Kaiba is heard screaming off in the distance very loudly. Moving him forward, he attacks Yugi's Twin Sword Knight, but unfortunately Yugi learns how to finally say, my monster is defending now, allowing him to survive the Battle Locks' attack.
Unbelievable. That cheat has taught himself how to defend.
Yeah, how dare that piece of shit actually learn basic functions of the game when so much is on the line. So unacceptable. How dare Yugi roll 2 attack crests, allowing him to gore the Battle Locks twice, destroying it outright. Anyone else think he's getting a little too comfortable in that dog suit? I mean, he's been in it for maybe 20 minutes or so. Devlin does his best Mark Hamill laugh impression before admitting that his last turn wasn't just about summoning the Battle Locks and pissing off Kaiba. That his true intentions was to make the dungeon map extend from one side of the field to the other, boxing in Yugi and leaving him unable to progress. Although I'm pretty sure that they already had monsters walking on each other's side of the map, so he could just use Duke still? I don't know, man. They don't explain shit. Back to Duke's turn, and he gets the Black Die. Getting 2 level 3 summoning crests, he creates a fucking black hole in the field that allows monsters to travel quickly. Oh, sorry, a warp vortex. They only say it 300 times, excuse me. It's Yugi's turn, and he rolls 2 level 3 summoning crests as well, bringing out the Strike Ninja. Arguably the MVP of the entire virtual arc. Honestly, yeah, he kind of gets special treatment for like these 8 episodes, doesn't he? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Naturally, because the black die is very rare, Duke gets it immediately on his next turn. But like a chump isn't able to get 2 summoning crests, forcing him to end his turn right away. Naturally, because the black die is very rare, Yugi gets it immediately on his next turn. But like a champ is able to roll 2 level 3 summoning crests and is able to create a warp on his side of the field instead. Now this is where things get a little confusing, as it looks like Yugi just commands the Strike Ninja into the vortex. But unbeknownst to him, Kaiba was still in the virtual world and started hacking his way into this duel the moment that he saw Devlin summon the Battle Lock, secretly taking the place of the Strike Ninja and only revealing himself through excessive Power Ranger-like grunting. You can't fucking tell me that's not Kaiba. I mean, Strike Ninja comes out of the vortex and destroys Ryukishin with a roguelike strike attack, making Duke nervous that Yugi has turned his own weapon against him. It's Duke's turn and he rolls nothing again. Yes, hi, hello, I'd like to introduce you to my new friend. Her name is Irony. Her other name is also known as It's Yugi's turn and I'm about to destroy one of your heart points. Anyone else think he's getting a little too comfortable in that dog suit? It's been maybe 24 minutes since he put it on. Duke starts going into Joker mode, clutching his face like he's an endgame boss villain that's about to reveal his final form. He claims he can't remember the last time he lost a heart point, despite the fact he just told us a story about how he lost a game to Pegasus maybe about a month ago. But it's nearing the end of Act 2 in this 3-act duel, so you know his big bad is coming. Rolling 2 level 3 summoning dice and bringing out his ultimate creature, Orgoth the Relentless. A monster whose oxen-like sounds even put the Celtic Guardian to shame. He uses 2 magic crests to raise his attack even higher before moving him in range of Yugi's Strike Ninja. Luckily, Yugi has a very helpful help screen that was there last episode, Shirley, telling him he can use this one trap crest that he never once mentioned to escape one attack with a Strike Ninja's special ability.
I can't believe Yugi has taught himself such an advanced defense maneuver.
Oh god, that's advanced? Duke is getting very flustered and nervous, but has to remind himself that Yugi is nothing but a cheater and can never be the inventor of a game. Too bad for him, it is the cheater's turn. He gets another movement crest, allowing him to destroy one more heart point.
You were close, Yugi. Closer than anyone I've ever faced.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't just lose to Pegasus about a month ago. The episode ends with Duke destroying the Strike Ninja, aka Virtual Secret Agent Kaiba, before claiming that Yugi is now at a dead end and nothing can stop his ultimate monster. Jesus Christ, why did this have to be 4 parts? Well, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like. And leave a comment telling me if you think Orgoth the Relentless is secretly the Celtic Guardian's long-lost father. I mean, the noises are unmistakable. Tune in next week where we get the finale of this Dungeons & Dragons game that only had about 1 dragon that got blown up after 1 turn. I guess they had to balance things out after all the dragons in the virtual world. And of course, a shout out to all my patrons. I have 2 kitties, and they don't want to be here right now. They hate me, but it's a group hug, and I love them, and I don't care. This has been the Man from Earth, with all the girth. Be the character you know you're worth. We're almost at episode 50. That's awesome! It's Duke's turn, and he once again gets nothing. And yes, hi, hello, I'd like to introduce you to my friend name. But enough of that. Much like Hurricane Ian barreling towards Florida, Yugi proves his hatred of other lizards. I ran out of air. Finally back to Yugi. How dare that piece of something that would normally intimidate most opponents, but Yugi bakes a fucking word cake.